It's a battle of 3-5 football teams when the Tennessee Titans visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And hey, whoever falls to 3-6, that's a tough hole to climb out of. And most likely you can kiss the playoffs goodbye. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And if this is your first time watching the channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this upcoming matchup between the Titans and the Bucs. And we're diving right into this one. So the Tennessee Titans are coming off of a 20-16 loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers last Thursday night, where Will Levis had a chance at the end of the game to win it, but he threw a pick in the end zone. And guys, I am impressed with Will Levis, and I think many of us are, and not just Titans fans. I would say the NFL in general is impressed with Will Levis, and I've seen numerous reports out there, and this is kind of cool to see, that Will Levis might end up getting a GM or two fired for passing up on him because he's going to be special. I love hearing stuff like that because we've been needing a quarterback like that. So let's dive into this a little bit more. And the Titans, they feel like a team with new life because of Will Levis, right? And there's a sense of hope, optimism, and I know I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I'm excited to watch this team. Even if this team doesn't make the playoffs, I'm excited to watch Will Levis progress and grow every game, every week. I'm excited for the Titans to play offense. A lot of times, to be honest with you, I was excited for the defense to get on the field because I knew the defense might get a turnover or a sack, and I was like, oh, offense, 3 and out. Now I'm excited for this offense. And what a difference the quarterback really does truly make, right? So, but the defense, the defense has been scaring me, and they've been disappointing. They haven't been as elite as I thought they would be. Like I said, the offense went down into Pittsburgh, hostile environment, and impressed me, and that's because of Will Levis, held his own. But the defense has been a different story. The defense is almost like the rest of the team, is very hot and cold, right? When they're on, and when they're off, man, they just get blown out of the water. And, this is a team that held the Cincinnati Bengals to 3 points. And then this is a team that gave up 27 points the next week to the Browns. And then they only put up 3. They won 27-3 against the Bengals, then lost 27-3 against the Browns the very next week. Hot and cold, Dr. Jekyll Hyde team, right? Jekyll and Hyde team, very much so. Don't know what you're going to get week in, week out. Very inconsistent. Levis has found Hopkins early, and I'm excited for that. He seems like he's been revitalizing Kyle Phillips here, utilizing him, right, getting him involved. The King, Derrick Henry here. He's slowly creeping up that rushing chart leader list, and he's currently sitting at 5, and he's already had his bye. So let's go, King. Let's get another rushing title here. And it's easier when teams are actually respecting the passing game of the Titans, isn't it? Now, we do need elite play out of the defense, and that has always stemmed from the front four, and the front fours just are not getting it done. We don't blitz often, and that's because we rely on the front four to get home, and this is not happening. When they're on and they're feeling it, man, they're the best with anybody, right? What they did to the Falcons, Jeff Simmons had a hell of a game, and now against the Falcons, and the next week against the Steelers, it's just, like I said, hot and cold team, guys. Very inconsistent. Well, we need this front to play like they're able and capable of in order for us to win some games and string some together some wins here. That hasn't been happening, obviously, and that has to change. It has to change. Now, the Buccaneers, they're coming off of 4 straight losses. They started off 3-1, and now they've lost 4 straight games. That's how you get to 3-5. So, man, this team was looking hot in the beginning. They've played some good teams here, too. They gave up a whopping 39 points to the Houston Texans, though. And that's not like this Bucs defense. The Bucs defense has played pretty well this season, and Will Levis even talked about that in a press conference on Wednesday, right, where he said, I don't expect the defense to be bad because they've had a couple bad weeks. They're a good defense. So, yeah, I agree with you, buddy, and I'm glad you're thinking that way too, because just because a side of the football is down and out or they had a bad week doesn't mean they're bad. The Bucs defense is actually pretty good, so don't just think because they gave up 39 points to the Texans that this is a bad defense. This is a good defense. And, this is a defense that gave up 25 to the Eagles, 20 to the Lions, and 24 to the Bills. And in my opinion, those are three of the best offenses in the entire NFL, the entire league, right? These are three high-profile offenses, and they didn't give up over 26 points to any of them. That's impressive. I don't expect the defense to give up almost 40 points back-to-back weeks. I don't expect Tennessee to put up 39 points this week like the Texans did, especially at home, because, just to let you know, if you guys aren't Bucs fans, I imagine some of you are that are watching this, but the Bucs haven't had a home game since October 22nd. So, yeah, the fans are anxious for this team to get home and play in front of the home crowd. And the Bucs scored 37 points last week as well. So it's not like they can't score and move the ball down the field, okay? They lost 39-37. That's a high-scoring game. They have weapons. They have Rachaad White, right? Scored 2 touchdowns last week. They have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. At one point, a lot of people were saying that was the best wide receiver combo in the NFL. They're still good. Evans is up there in age, but still balling out. Godwin's still good. He's healthy. This is a good offense, and they have weapons. If you want to throw Otten in there as tight end, Palmer, wide receiver, you can throw those guys in too. They're good, but those are the big three, I would say. And Baker Mayfield's been playing well this year, also surprisingly to me. Now, this Bucs offense and defense, they're going to be a tough matchup for the Titans here. They really will be. This is not going to be a walk in the park at all. This is a tough team. So for people that think, Tom Brady's no longer in the Buccaneers, this team's not good, get that out of your head. Get that out of your head, because this is a good team. And they surprised me a little bit more this year than they probably should have. But when you look at it, they have the talent. It's not like it's not there. But I'm going to pull up the injury report for you guys here, and it will show Tennessee and Tampa Bay. Now, you guys can read the whole thing as I'm kind of talking through it. I'm not going to get into the people that were full participations because we know they're going to play. So I'll start off with Tennessee, and I'll start off with guard Daniel Brunskill. He's been playing right guard for us, dealing with an ankle injury. He's out, which sucks. Losing him's not good. That's a big blow to the offensive line. Wide receiver Treylon Burks, who had that scary injury in Pittsburgh last Thursday night, he is out. Cornerback Sean Murphy-Bunting, number 0, he is out dealing with a thumb injury. I hate seeing stuff like that. If you hurt your finger, come on, get out there. This is my opinion. Sorry if I'm a little brutal on that, but hey, it's a finger. You got 9 more. So Nicholas Petit-Frere, NPF, if you guys want to call him that, our right tackle, shoulder, out. So the offensive line here is missing 2 starters, right? Not good. That means we're going to be, I should go Ryan Tannehill. I can't read. Sorry, Ryan Tannehill's questionable. Mike Brown, safety, ankle, out. So depth piece, run nothing crazy there, but special teams player, which hopefully we don't give up anything on special teams. Everybody else is either questionable. You have Anthony Kendall, cornerback, and then quarterback Ryan Tannehill is questionable. Tannehill's not going to see the field unless Will and Malik probably get hurt, and let's hope that does not happen, right? Knock on wood. And then Anthony Kendall is questionable, but he's not going to be seeing any significant playing time. So that's the injury report there. Everybody else is full participation, whether it was just, nagging injury or they had rest days. But the offensive line, like I was saying, that's a big blow to the Tennessee Titans, and the offensive line in general hasn't really been playing that good, but they've been gelling a little better when the starting offensive line's on the field. Just when you can get them all on the field all together, that's when they're the best, or at their best. Just can't get the starting 5 out there. Now, we do have Dylan Radins, who can step in, and Andre Dillard, who's going to be, man, when you put him back out left tackle, it sucks because, man, I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see that. The offensive line is going to be scary for me. Again, We saw the patchwork that it was against the Steelers, but let's just say this. Levis gets the ball out quicker than Tannehill, does not take the sacks, takes a hit, but he doesn't take the sack. Gets the ball out quick. So that's a positive. This offensive line, this starting five this week's going to be interesting how they piece it together. I want to see Dylan get the left guard spot, personally. And then I want to see, and it's not going to happen, but I want to see Skoronski at left tackle. I know Skoronski's been a solid left guard. I get it. I know, right? He's been good. But I really want to see the kid get left tackle. I want to set up our left tackle for the next 10 years. If we get an all-pro guard for 10 years, okay, I'm happy still, but, it's just that tackle position is so important because we see what happens when someone like Dillard's out there. That scares the crap out of me. But it's going to be interesting to see what starting five we roll out. Be really curious. And it's probably it might not be the starting five that we keep throughout the whole game because we've been interchanging. So very curious to see that. And that's going to be a big factor in this game, guys. Now, we'll move to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Now, we're going to go with, we'll go from top to bottom here. Carlton Davis, corner, toe injury, questionable. Cornerback, Jamel Dean, questionable with a concussion. Concussions, I always say they're probably going to be out. Mainly because next guy here, DB Josh Hayes, concussion, he is out. Guard, Matt Feeler, sorry for butchering that last name, buddy. He is a knee and doubtful, so you might as well say he is out. And then we have Logan Hall, defensive lineman, groin, questionable. Wide receiver Trey Palmer, neck illness, questionable. And then we have Kalijah Cansey, defensive lineman, questionable. So less players are out compared to the Titans, but I would say Jamel Dean is probably going to be out with a concussion. And then the doubtful guy there, the guard Matt Filer there, he doubtful, in my opinion. For doubtful, you're probably not going to play either. So those are some, the secondary is a little banged up there. Probably what helped the Texans throw for that many yards, right, with C.J. Stroud last week. And then the guard, if he's doubtful, that's a blow to him, right? It's one less lineman for them. So the secondary, though, this what stands out to me. The secondary is banged up right now. 2 concussions and a toe injury for your DBs, and that's crucial. Now, if those guys all don't play, I do suspect that Will Levis is probably going to have a better day than he did last week. I expect him to have a better day anyways because we're not in Pittsburgh, primetime football against that vaunted defense. Not to say Tampa Bay is not good defense. They are, but you can see the secondary is a little banged up, and I think Will Levis can be able to move the football a little bit, but it's all going to come down to the pressure there, and then you got the big nose tackle there. I see him on the list right here, Vita Vea. I love that name. He's full participation. He'll be in there. He's a big boy. This defensive front is going to try and get off after the Titans' offensive line, and vice versa. Our defensive front's going to try and get off after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' offensive line. I just think their offensive line is a little better than Tennessee Titans' offensive line, and this game, in my opinion, is going to be won or lost in the trenches, which most games are anyways. But these guys are going to want to run the football a little bit of play action, play some defense, and trying to open up the passing game because, Tampa's got 2 studs out there with Godwin and Evans, so they can get the football out to those guys. It's going to be a long day for Tennessee. Sucks that Sean Murphy-Bunting's out, but McCreary is playing, so that is a positive. This is going to be a tight game, guys, and I've been thinking about this one. If this was a week-to-week game, right, like Tennessee played last Sunday, I'd say Tennessee loses, but I like Tennessee coming off of a little mini bye on Thursday. I truly do. So I think this will be a low-scoring game. I think it will be a win for the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to go with 21-17 Tennessee Titans, and I think Will Levis throws for all 3 touchdown passes. Yeah, you heard it here first, everybody. Let me know what you guys think down below, and we'll talk soon, everybody. Tighten up.